Hi everyone. Okay, so just this second seen the latest episode of The Walking Dead. Let's see what the mission is like. So find me. That's the one. Okay, looks like it's starring Carol. And yeah, Daryl's there as well. So just going to talk about this mission and talk a little bit about the episode as well. Can't believe we're on the last ever season of Walking Dead. 11 years, wow. Okay, so we've got Carol and Daryl doing some killing. Did this specifically happen in the episode? I don't kind of think it did. It's definitely keeping with the theme of the episode. Gotta take this guy down. Okay. Well done, Carol. You managed to get yourself stunned. So what do we got? This is, I think this is it, pretty much. We're making a desperate dash. I am surprised that Lynn isn't in this episode, you know, the lass who Daryl meets. That would kind of make a lot more sense. I kind of thought that it would play up to that bit where he's surrounded, she comes along and saves him. Okay, but instead we've got Carol and Daryl fighting some walkers in the woods. I guess that's not a million miles like out of what actually happened, but yeah, I thought it would be Daryl and Lynn, but you can see what we've got here. So it looks like Tara is the reward, some Tara tokens. That's the reward for finishing this. And I could see this actually getting a little bit tricky when they all come charging in. Let's get rid of that fast one. Looks like we've got another speedy one there with his shorts. Take down that big guy. Let's use... we're not in range just yet. Let's just go for that. Wait for him to get a little bit closer. And I think that triggers all of the other walkers coming in. Carol... Okay, that looks like a pretty good way to do it. So if you are on this mission, save up your charges, take out the big guy. Looks like you get pursued. Just make a sprint. Is that the cabin? Kind of looks like the cabin in the top right there. Anyway, there we go. So not a challenging one. I guess it kind of evokes the episode a bit. Not hugely though. Okay, now what about that episode? So it was kind of interesting to see that episode. I thought that we would get something a lot more along the lines of what we saw last week. Usually when a show has a big cliffhanger and it wraps up a plot line, The Whisperers, the next set of episodes... Oops, I really should have checked who I've got. Yeah, that's all right, that's fine. Usually the next set of episodes will be what I call... place setting episodes. You know, you'll find out where all the characters are, recount everything that's happened. If there's any new characters introduced, you know, you'll sort of do that nice and slowly, maybe just have a hint of them. That's certainly what we got last episode. It's very, very strange that they've gone for a sort of a flashbacky romantic episode. I don't mind it because I think that this is something that The Walking Dead does very well. It's certainly not the first time that Daryl has been in an episode where he's wandering around and meeting people and we learn about him. Walking Dead really, really does that very well. So I don't mind. It's just definitely strange. Especially since we've got Princess, Eugene, Ezekiel. Can't remember if there's anyone else. Got held up by those crazy laser tag guys. And I can't get it out of my head that they're still just sort of there with their hands up, those guns pointing, while these other episodes are playing. They're just sort of standing there, waiting until their moment, waiting for their cue. So, yeah, that's just how it kind of plays out in my mind. What did we have that was interesting about the show? So, that little line about letting death catch up, it doesn't really seem to mean anything, but it kind of suggests that Leia is still really playing on Daryl's mind. It's kind of just a nice way of doing that. Shows a few little similarities between their relationship and the relationship between Daryl and Carol. It's kind of nice. I like the throw the fish at a house courting method. That could really catch on. Kind of romantic, you know, just rock up, stand about 10 feet away and underhand lob a fish at the door. Is that going to be the way that Walking Dead fans propose and court each other? Could be. Let's see. Two weird things that I noticed. That scene, which I really thought was going to be the basis for this episode, Leia saves Daryl. They run about 5 meters and hide behind a twig, and all of the walkers just wander off in the other direction. It's really strange. It doesn't seem like you should be able to do that. I know that's not the point of the episode. It wasn't a big action episode or anything like that. It was just... that was kind of weird. And my favourite / worst thing about the episode, the weirdest thing, Leia's speech about, oh, he's my son. Well, he's not really my son. You know, my sister gave birth to him. Well, not my actual sister. I called her my sister, but she wasn't actually my sister. That was strange. And what's even weirder is that Daryl then joins in. He says, oh, I was looking for my brother. Yeah, he died in an accident. I'm thinking Merle didn't die in an accident. Yeah, I've been looking for him along this river. And it's like, so you mean Rick? I've been looking for my brother. And you're like, yeah, you mean Rick? What? There's no mention of his actual brother, Merle, who also died under rather traumatic circumstances. Like, so yeah, she starts calling things, you know, what they aren't, and then he joins in. Does this make Dog his motorcycle? Is there going to be like a line of dialogue? Oh, can you fetch my crossbow? That's what I call my jacket. And so on. It's just, yeah, it was really weird. Anyway, the whole episode really set up Carol and Daryl, which is rumored to be a new spin-off show from The Walking Dead, which I'd probably watch. I wonder if maybe they'd even put some of the missions and stuff and some of the elements of that in this game. Weird to think. Anyway, there we go. So this is a pretty bog standard mission, I would say. There's nothing sort of too thrilling here, but it's easy to do, and you always get great rewards from these episode missions. And as for the episode, it was, I don't think it's going to be the top of anyone's list, but finally, Daryl actually got some. Somebody in the post-apocalypse, besides Shane, actually got some. And I don't know, I think Leia's an interesting enough character that it'd be fun to see her again, even though we don't know that much about her. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and as ever, thanks for watching.